Hello everyone, it's Trent, aka RegularTrent of Wilson Club Entertainment, not to be confused with that FTW superstar, Ultimate Trent. And I'm joined today by the CEO of Boom of the Banter, my co-host for the evening, Callum Bruce.
It is a great honour to be here, ladies and gentlemen.
And we're emanating live from the FTW Fallout Shelter for the premiere episode of FTW Friday Night Fallout. And we want to thank you for joining us on this first episode extravaganza, because today we're hosting the first annual FTW Drummy Awards, named in honor of Papa Drummond, aka the father of FTW admin, Army of One. The 10 categories for awards are as follows: the most shocking moment of Season 1, the best debut of Season 1, most hated superstar, match of Season 1, the breakout star of Season 1, the People's Choice Superstar, the People's Choice Storyline or Rivalry, People's Choice Invading Force, People's Choice Tag Team, and finally, the Most Improved Superstar. Without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Callum for the most shocking moment of Season 1. Callum?
Sometimes a good story can be taken to the next level when it hinges around one unexpected moment that takes the audience by sheer shock and surprise. Here are the nominations for most shocking moment of Season 1. Hollywood Haywood being revealed as the zealot of Last Man Standing. Virus infecting DB greatness. CPG returning as the mysterious Zodiac. The death of the Army of One gimmick. And finally, Trevor being literally buried alive at House of Horrors. Truly some huge moments throughout our first season of programming. But there can only be one true winner. And that winner is... Hollywood Haywood is being revealed as the zealot. Truly, one of the biggest turns in all of sports entertainment. The reigning FTW World Champion showing his true colours and turns his back on his home turf? Wow, in spite of his sinister motives behind it all, congratulations are in order, Mr. Haywood.
Thank you, Callum, and begrudgingly I say congratulations, Mr. Haywood. But now we're going to turn things over to the best debut of Season 1. They say a good first impression is all it takes to start having success come your way, and in FTW, that couldn't be any more true. We've had tons of superstars debut over the course of Season 1, but who alone made the great first impression in their very first match alone? Let's find out and get to the candidates. The candidates are as follows: Flash, the Young Buck Tyler Woodward, Chaos, the American Roughneck, and the Lifeblood. These 5 candidates definitely made waves when they first stepped foot into an FTW ring this year. However, it's time to find out who among them was the best of the best. Drum roll, please! The winners are the tag team of Briggy and Steel, otherwise known as the Lifeblood. Congratulations, gentlemen. It might have started off a little rough when you went up against the Rage of Contagion in the Tag Team Tournament of Power. However, it often paid dividends because now you're the FTW Tag Team Champions. So congratulations, gentlemen. I hope to see a lot more of you guys in the future.
Do you know who's better than a debut that can be cherished, Trent?
A meat lover's pizza?
Delicious, but no, Trent. I was thinking more of the lines of a superstar you just love to hate. Yes, folks, we have them. The most hated superstar nominees from all of Season 1. Whether they have betrayed the fans or pissed off the boys in the back with their words, it is time to find out who is eligible to be onto the chopping block for this award. And the nominees are the Young Buck, Tyler Woodward, the Unhinged Switchblade, Austin Wilde, the Zealot, Hollywood Haywood, Corbin Hyde, and Grapex. The line between hero and villain has always been blurred, especially here in FTW. Devious performers are tremendously cheered, while those who do the right thing end up in a chorus of boos. Prior to the shift, many individuals have risen above the ranks to become pure heels. They often exhibit malicious tactics in their quest for success, but there can only be one true heel in FTW. Can I get a drum roll, please? And your winner, and now, two-time Drummy Award winner, my brother-in-arms, your FTW World Champion, the Zealot, Hollywood Haywood!
Congratulations, Mr. Haywood. Things first kicked off for FTW all the way back in September, and ever since then, we've been hitting the ground running and we haven't looked back. We've had a lot of great moments and hard-hitting matches and jaw-dropping and breathtaking moments. But now, it's time for us to shift gears and find out which of those moments will take the best match of Season 1 by storm. Let's take a look at the candidates. The candidates are the Lifeblood versus the ROC versus the Era of Reality Tag Team Championship Triple Threat match at Secret Santa. Ultimate Trent versus the Zealot, Hollywood Haywood, FTW World Heavyweight Championship match at Secret Santa. The Young Buck, Tyler Woodward versus Young Guns Steven Faison for the Turbulence Championship at FTW Alliances. Chaos versus the Young Guns Steven Faison for the Turbulence Championship, Thursday Night Turbulence, Episode 12. And finally, DB Greatness versus Hodgsome versus Kaza B in a number 1 contenders triple threat match at Secret Santa. Drum roll, please! Wow, again. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the Lifeblood, the Era of Reality, and my boys in the Rage of Contagion. Ultimate Trent's boys in the Rage of Contagion. Getting the whole multiverse thing mixed up. Boys, you did a good job, and not only can the Lifeblood say they're 2-time champs going forward, the Era of Reality and the Rage of Contagion all brought something to the table and were all successful. So congratulations, all 3 of you.
Congratulations, Lifeblood. Congratulations, you are. Heck, look, Trent, you guys won something. But let's move on. In a year that's offered more glimmers of hope across the world of the arts, these performers and creators rose to the occasion. The following nominees climbed the furthest through their promotion's prospective ranks and have earned the acknowledgement and the respect of the fans worldwide. The following Drummy Award is for Breakout Star of the Season. The nominees are Virus, the Young Gun Steven Faison, Ultimate Trent, Chino James, and the American Roughneck. Whether as a tag team or a singles competitor, those nominees have proven what it takes to make a name for themselves during Season 1 of Turbulence. And potentially, they could be challenging for any of the FTW Gold in Season 2. Can I get a drum roll, please? And the drumming goes to... Oh, sorry. And the Drummy goes to Virus.
Callum, you know he's not actually contagious, right?
Are you sure, Trent? Are you sure he's not contagious?
Of course. I mean, would I ever do anything that would personally affect you? Quick! I'm casting it! I'm casting it in! Forget I said anything. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that each fan has his or own favorite going into FTW Season 2. You know, whether it be a mid-carder or a world champion material main eventer, every superstar around here has their own thing that they bring to the table individually. However, only one person can win this award, by which I mean the FTW People's Choice Superstar Award. Everyone on the current FTW roster is up for this award this year, so let's not waste any more time and get straight into who exactly was the People's Choice of all their favorite FTW superstars. Drum roll, please! Another 3-time Drummy winner, take that, Hollywood! It's my boy, Virus!
Jesus Christ, another one, Rich. At least let someone else win a Drummy for once tonight. It's like Mumbles in that last man standing Michael Cole Championship. He's had it for a year plus, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting ridiculous. But, nevertheless, it takes a special mix of talent, toughness, and charisma to become an FTW superstar. But it's virtually impossible to make it to the top of the card alone. To go from superstar to legend requires dynamic chemistry and an electric rivalry with a fellow competitor. This is why the following Drummy is for the people's choice of storyline and rivalry. And the nominees are the ROC's group therapy sessions, the Hodgson vs Woodward feud, the build to FTW alliances, the introduction to the multiverse, and finally Virus infecting DB greatness. Between former friends fighting over a personal grudge to top stars competing for gold, fans have witnessed some memorable moments, promos and matches so far this season. With that being said, determining the best rivalries FTW has had to offer in Season 1 has been a tricky endeavour, but nevertheless. And the Drummy Award goes to... Oh, for fuck's sake. The Drummy Award for People's Choice Storyline goes to the ROC's group therapy sessions. Fuck's sake.
The ROC won? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I wasn't expecting this. Totally. This is completely and utterly unexpected. Friends, allies, FTW Universe, lend me your ear. A lot of people have been wondering just how good the ROC truly is. And even though I'm a different version of Trent from another place, somewhere in the multiverse, I can guarantee you that I've seen what the ROC can bring to the table, and I for one am proud of them, and for everything that they've accomplished this year. They know how to tell a really great story, and I can't wait to see where they go in the future. Sincerely yours, the ROC. Accepted on behalf by the one and only RegularTrent. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I'm hope you're happy, Trent. ROC wins another fucking Drummy.
Of course I am! The ROC won! Sorry about that. In 1996, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash invaded WCW, and thus began the slow turn to forming the NWO, the Outsiders, all of those elements combining into one. And while they weren't the first invaders to have ever done an invasion angle in wrestling before, they definitely made it popular. And as of late, FTW's gone through more invasions than 1940s Europe has, which is why we've decided to dedicate our very own award segment to it. This is the People's Choice Invading Force. Let's take a look at the nominees. Your candidates are the Anonymous Collective, Last Fan Standing, The Lifeblood, The Storyteller, and the American Roughneck. This was truly some stiff competition, and even though we've technically labeled every single one of them as invaders, let it be known that they've definitely become a huge part of the FTW roster, and our shows wouldn't be the same week to week without their involvement. So, gentlemen, even though you started off as outsiders, we officially welcome you into the FTW universe. Give yourselves a round of applause no matter who wins or loses. But anyhow, this is an awards ceremony, so let's get on to who won. Drum roll, please! Wow, people must really love these people. The FTW Drummy Award for People's Choice Invader goes to the potential heart and soul of the FTW Tag Team Division, the Lifeblood!
Numerous times through season 1 of Turbulence, we have been asked what does the initials FTW stand for, and our answer has always been the same. It means nothing. Those 3 letters don't have a meaning or some fancy catchphrase behind them, more because we never really settled on one. But once we stopped trying to define what FTW meant, its true meaning came alight. It began to include the wrestling, the league, the game, the family. And we've all watched as this family has grown and continues to grow to this day. After a while, we weren't afraid to try with all the support of new ideas and all the successes that we have had truly felt like we were having something more than a game, more than a meaning. We were a family. So I ask you, what does FTW stand for? To us, it stands for the Queen's Dynasty. It stands for Entourage. It stands for Brody Blaze and the GFY. It stands for High Voltage. It stands for the Church of Salvation and the Unpredictable Era. It stands for Lucius Lukovic and the Punishers. It stands for ATL and the Cowboy Chris Wayne. It stands for David Powell and the Collector. It stands for BTP and OVE. It stands for Victor Devils and the Doo-Doo Poopermen. It stands for Broken Prince, the Young Gun, the President, Tyson Holly Enterprises, the Goddess, the Creepy Doll Girl, Black Horseman, the Lady Assassin, the Chefs, and the Pinnacle, and everyone else who's ever stepped into FTW and has ever been a part of this family, and even the ones we've lost along the way. R.I.P. the ones in general. So yet again, I ask you, what does FTW stand for? It stands for the opportunity to redefine it again and again, every day, all fucking day, because we are FTW. And we continue to do it for the FTW faithful, the fans who got their chance to vote on their opinion, and it came about just in the perfect time as we were ready to step into season 2 of Turbulence. So, without further ado, the following Drummy goes to the People's Choice Tag Team of the Year, and the nominees are The Lifeblood, Era of Reality, Entourage, the ROC, Paradox, the Last Fan Standing Originals, and the Altered Freaks. And the Drummy goes to... Well, ladies and gentlemen, they are your FTW Tag Team Champions for a reason, collecting their 4th Drummy this evening. Your People's Choice Tag Team of the Year, The Lifeblood.
about time for us to close out our awards ceremony this evening. And what better to save the best for last than the Most Improved Superstar Award? This award is going to go to someone who's exceeded our expectations and who has put together huge amounts of work each week to better themselves not only in the ring but also on our Facebook page. It's time to see who among them has gone the distance, understood the assignment, and has helped better themselves week in and week out. Let's take a look and find out who won. The nominees for Most Improved Superstar are AJ Storm, Kaza B, Ultimate Trent, the Young Buck Tyler Woodward, and Lil Sweet. A lot of these superstars have had their hard work pay off in Season 1 with improved win records, and with them continually setting the ceiling higher and higher each day, I hope a lot of them get to reach their potential in Season 2. However, only one of them can be named the People's Choice Most Improved Superstar of the Year. So let's find out and get to that winner. Drum roll, please! Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Most Improved Award goes to my co-host for the evening. With an unprecedented majority amount of the vote, my co-host, Kaza B. Callum Bruce.
Okay, wow. Thanks, Trent. I'd like to thank the FTW board for allowing me to be a competitor in FTW. I'd like to thank Hollywood, Haywood directly, and the rest of Last Man Standing for their feedback during the season. But the main person I would like to thank is you, Trent.
Me?
Yes, you, Trent. I want to thank you for being a win underneath my belt. Because, Trent, the only version of Ultimate that's ever had the bollocks to face me one-on-one, we had to go literally through hell against each other. But I may have lost that match, but that motherfucker was more buried than Triple H with the golden shovel. So you want to talk about a multiverse, Trent? You want to talk about a forbidden door? Well, let's do this. Turbines, next week. Let's blow the fucking hinges off.
Well, thank you, Mr. Bruce, Mr. Kaza B. Thank you for being a great co-host this evening, but unfortunately, it does look I'm facing a bit of an ultimatum, as a certain FTW superstar would say. So it looks as though I'm going to have to go and find that person and hopefully bring him back here next week to take on Kaza B one-on-one in FTW Thursday Night Turbulence. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to thank you for joining us on the premiere episode of FTW Friday Night Fallout. What did you guys think? Leave some constructive criticism in the comments or any feedback about this first episode, and if you'd like to see more. I don't know if it'll be a weekly series, but maybe we'll try to do it right before a big old pay-per-view event that we try to do. However, until next time, I've been RegularTrent. This has been the Friday Night Fallout. Take care and spike your hair. I'll see ya.